MLB. It's game one of the American League Division Series. Here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us a little bit more about this lineup.
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. You look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here comes the first pitch. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike. 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses. 1-1. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. Grounded down the third baseline. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Brian Osick goes down for the first out of the game. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, that 2-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Arnold Rizzuto. It swung on and missed the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Rizzuto stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Eldon Reyes started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Set to deliver the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
The 1-2. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and it's a foul ball. Up high in the air. Henry has got it, and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1. Nothing for the Twins early on. Royals coming up. We're just getting started on it. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. What's the key for a home victory tonight, B-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
Now at the plate, Carlos Valle. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line drive to center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Into the box now, Leland Solis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a move over to first. First pitch coming, here it is. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. Throw goes over to third. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Batting third, center fielder, Victor Duarte.
Digging in, Victor Duarte, and they're runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
A bouncer up the middle. Oh, what a stop! To second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Into the box, Luis Montano. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. 1 inning in the books here. Royals out in front, 1-0. So striding forward now, Marvin Martinez, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Martinez, a native of Nicaragua. This is his first year at the big. There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, as the Twins have come back to tie it at 1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Standing in now, Emmanuel Mesa, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Hit hard down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Montano is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. So digging in now, Everett Merchant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Alfred Olivo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a flare out toward right center. Solis shading to his right, and the inning is over. But the Twins do come back to level things out thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the at the plate, Brian Ruiz, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
The 0-2 delivery. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Valley going back on it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series, and the Royals have taken the lead. It's 2-1.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Into the box now, Santiago Jimenez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Hot shot down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Stepping in now, Javier Henry, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Jimenez leads off second with nobody out. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now 3-1. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Into the box, Ben Morales. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A runner at second, nobody out. Now a spin and a throw back to second. Runners back. Now the 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. And that's out number 1.
Batting ninth.
The pitcher, Erasmo Ramirez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And they'll play the station-to-station game here, but this is a foul ball. Still only 1 out in the inning. showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball one.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Number 3, second baseman.
So coming to the plate, Carlos Valle. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Olivo racing back at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. The relay, the throw is low, and he can't make the pitch.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought, and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
In now, Leland Solis. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And there's ball one. Curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. 3 runs already home here. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. And another foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Fouled off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We've played 2 full. KC leads this one 4-1. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Wilton Lopez. 9-1-2 due up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Henry over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Brian Osick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. And he takes a called strike 1.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. In now, Norm Valley. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. Ruiz will put this one away, and the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Victor Duarte. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Comes set and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Luis Montano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Hit in the air to center field. Olivo is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Ruiz.
Riding in once again, Brian Ruiz. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but
there's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow! A solo shot down the line in right. His second of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
The catcher, number 2.
Standing in now, Santiago Jimenez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The pitch. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Valley going back to the track, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and he is into second with a 2-out double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Into the box now, Javier Henry, and he puts it on the ground to second. Reyes comes up with it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Royals tack on 1 more on the strength of this solo home run. We played Leading off the inning, Arnold Rizzuto, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eldon Reyes. And that's in there for strike one.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, and it's now a 5-2 game.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Stepping in now, Marvin Martinez, hit in the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Stepping up to the plate, Emmanuel Mesa. He flew out in his last at bat. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Royals 5 and the Twins 2. Stepping in, Ben Morales. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Number 20.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Line to left. Oh, and he misses it. He's around first, heading for two. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Yeah, looked like an easy play from where I'm sitting, but I think he took it for granted and basically whiffs on the darn thing, allowing the runner to move to second on a two-base error.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Erasmo Ramirez. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. He's set. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Martinez is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Carlos Valle. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Morales, the runner at second with one away. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
From the stretch. There's a strike. Missed with a breaking ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
High in the air down the right field line. Mesa has it in his tracks, and that's the 3rd out. Royals leave 1, and it remains 5-2. Leading off the inning, Everett Merchant, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series, and it's a 5-3 game now. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 42, Wilton.
Up next for Minnesota, Wilton Lopez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Swing and a liner.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Ready once again, Brian Osick. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins do draw closer, however, and they do it via the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Royals 5 and the Twins 3. Digging in, Victor Duarte. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Duarte.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2.
2-2 now.
On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
In now, Luis Montano.
The swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, and it's now 6-3.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian.
Into the box, Brian Ruiz, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Hard on the ground towards short. And that's the second out.
The catcher, number 2, Santiago Jimenez.
Digging in and looking for more, Santiago Jimenez. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. He's set, and the pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Fly ball right down the line in left. Valley is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But a run for the Royals here in the inning, and it came on this home run. Through 5 innings, it's the Royals 6 and the Twins 3. Digging in, Norm Valley. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
First offering on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Count now a ball and a strike. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Eldon Reyes waits on deck. Valley stands at second with no outs. Bounce towards the second baseman. To his right, Valley, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Eldon Reyes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout, or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
Count 2-1.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Now batting,
Ready now, Marvin Martinez. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. Alvaro Moreland enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 47.
At the plate, Javier Henry. They'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
Standing in, Ben Morales. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitcher like, and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Donald Guzman will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 31, Donald Guzman.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Olivo ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Into the box now, Carlos Valle, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Mesa has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Royals go down on just 4 pitches as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Pedro Torres is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. So striding in, Emmanuel Mesa. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And a curveball in for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Hit toward the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit. First delivery to him on the way. Snap throw from the catcher. Not in time. Mesa gets his lead at first. Nobody out. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Out into right center. Well hit. He pulls into third safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. Fletcher Ulrich come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Here it comes, 0-2. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Henry trying to get there, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. One out and a runner on third. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Brian Osick. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. 1-0 the count. Ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Duarte is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they get it. Junior Terrell gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Junior Terrell.
Stepping up now, Leland Solis.
Leading off for the Royals, right fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Line to the right side. And there's a base hit. So a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Solis aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Two balls and a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Up next for the Royals,
Brian Ruiz will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. From the stretch. Swing and a ground ball to third. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second. Now a 7-5 game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
0-1 the count. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Long throw to third. And this will not be in time as he's into third base safely.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mesa has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runners. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Olivo moves over, and that retires the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll look ahead. Leading off the inning, Norm Valley, and they'll need him to get something going here. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Arnold Rizzuto is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Freezes him on the inside, strike 3. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Eldon Reyes. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
A ball and a strike now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard up the middle. Morales right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They could. Ari Zumaya is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So next to the plate for the Royals, Pedro Torres. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
The batter, number 3.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Carlos Valley, he's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Dribbled up the line, but it gets fouled. 1 out, nobody on. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Standing in now, Leland Solis. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Grounded back up the middle. Osip is there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Royals.
Ready for another chance. Victor Duarte. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-1 home.
Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Heading out towards shallow right. Mesa giving chase. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right.
Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded.
Duarte takes the turn at third. He wants it all. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
Now a flare out to left center. Osip into shallow left. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And to score, the runner from second. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. It's the Royals 12. Into the box, Marvin Martinez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting,
The next twin up, Emmanuel Mesa.
Emmanuel Mesa.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Duarte is in pursuit, and that's the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Everett Merchant. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the top of the 9th keeps a rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Stepping in now, Alfred Olivo, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And it's 1-1. Merchant is off at first with 2 away. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
.12-5 is the final in this ball game. The Royals win the opener here in the division series. Erasmo Ramirez is credited with the win. Wilton